Welcome to Pat Neely's Kitchen, y'all, or should I say Pat Neely's Patio. Y'all, do I have a special meal for you today? A beer can chicken. So I already got my small grill. This is Mama's grill. The big boy is over there because I just want to have condensed heat. We'll let this sit and let the coals get extremely hot. I will just kind of, if you really want for your coals to continue to get hot, take your lid and just kind of crack it a little bit because you need a little oxygen for all your coals to get white. We're gonna head upstairs. I'm going to season this beautiful bird. By then, my grill ought to be good and hot. Come back down, sit that baby on for about an hour and a half, and y'all look out, we're gonna have some good eating. Y'all follow me to the kitchen. All right, y'all, I'm back in my kitchen. I got my beautiful whole chicken here. But first of all, I like a lot of times to make my own spices because for different meats and different types of wood when I'm smoking, I like to create my own recipe. So this is very simple. I start off, I think I got about 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika. Going right in the bowl with that. I've got a little cumin. I think that's about a tablespoon. I've got some cayenne pepper. That's gonna give us a nice little kick. I've got some, I always use this, one of my favorite ingredients, onion powder. I've got some oregano. And it is about a teaspoon and a half. I got a little thyme. And then I've got some garlic salt. So, we're gonna take all of these spices and we're just gonna kind of mix them in. Great thing about making your own spices, if you really like them, whatever you don't use, you can cover it up with saran wrap and have it for the next time. Y'all, one of these days, I'm gonna give you a real tour of all my different spices. I got so many. Some for fish, some for chicken, beef, and obviously, you know, for barbecue, I got a great smoky barbecue dry rub. So we mix all of this together. Look, just looks great. Great little mixture. All right, now I got my bird. And the first thing I want to do with it is we're gonna really drizzle it with just some vegetable oil. And now we're getting ready to season this bird. One thing I like to do, whether it's a whole chicken or a whole turkey for Thanksgiving, is I like to get a lot of my spices in the cavity and up around the breast. The best way to do that is you just take and pull back the skin here and take your finger and you want to go under and kind of pull the skin away from the meat. So when we start seasoning it, we can get all the seasoning right on that breast, just like that, as far back as you can go without tearing the skin. So now we're just gonna take a nice generous amount of this delicious seasoning I just made, and we wanna season this bird really good. And if you notice, like I use one hand to season and the other to go in and get more seasoning so I'm not contaminating my seasoning. So we're gonna take that seasoning, and as you can see, I'm going right up under there, just like that. We wanna coat it, and we wanna flip her over, and we wanna repeat the process on the back side, just like that. So we take her like that, got quite a bit of seasoning on her. Like I said, if I'd have known I was gonna do this the night before, I would take this and put it back in the kitchen, and back in the fridge, covered up with saran wrap, and be good to go. Okay, so one of the things I love about this recipe is that typically, you know, here in our house it's just me, Tamika, and the 2 kids. This is great for leftovers. And you know, whether I make a great salad with it, or I turn around and I make some potato salad, and I may later on grill some corn on the grill. You got an excellent meal right there, and it's super simple. as you can see, we're ready to go out to the grill, but we have one last thing. I told y'all beer can chicken, so get you a nice can, 12-ounce can of beer. And one of the things is you only want about 3/4, so you want to remove about 1/4 of the beer out of the can. Now, if you don't drink beer, pour it in the drain, give it to your husband, give it to, someone else, but I never pass up any beer, y'all. Just drink a little bit off of it. So now, we're gonna take our bird, we're gonna stand her up. We're gonna take the can, sit it there. I like to take a finger, go in it like that, and then just sit her down on it. You gotta kind of open it up. Force her down on. She don't want. There we go, just like that. So we sit her there like that, just like that. Now I want y'all to follow me out to the grill. I'm gonna give my hand a quick wash. We're gonna go out to the grill. We're gonna sit her on there and just let her take her time and smoke. All right, y'all, I'm back at the grill. As you can see, I got a great temperature. I'm sitting at about 275 degrees. When I take the lid off, we got good smoke. We've got all of our coals are coming a little white around the edges. Y'all know my kids follow me everywhere. Earlier, I had my son. Now the little one is here. She ain't ready to cook, but she just talks the whole time I'm cooking. So now, I take my bird, and we actually just cook it just like that. So now, you guys kind of understand why I lined the outer areas with coals and wood. Because basically what I'm doing is like an indirect heat. There's no heat directly under the bird so that I don't burn it. But you got a great distribution of heat going all the way around it. Smoke is going all the way around it. So what's happening is I am going to have an equal amount of smoke and heat. Now, I told you earlier, the great thing about this little cute grill is that I can easily, without moving my bird, add more wood and hickory chips. So I always like to take some good chips and soak them in water for about an hour, just like this. Shake off the excess water, and we just come right in here with them, just like that. What that's gonna do is increase the smoke, as you can see already, and create more flavor. So we close that in. We can come over here and do the same thing. Just drop us little wood chips right on the coals. Now, from there, we shut her down. I may check on her every 20 or 30 minutes to make sure that the coals are staying hot, and then add more wood as needed to create the great smoke. So now, close the lid. Baby, low and slow. Let her cook for about 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. A lot of times it depends on the temperature that I'm regulating here and the size of the bird or the meat that I'm cooking. So I'll be back and forth checking on it, and it won't take long, y'all. I'll be pulling this thing off. I may throw on some corn. I might grill some corn, make some potato salad or something like that, whatever the family wants, and we're gonna be in good business, y'all. All right, y'all, it's time to check this baby out. Oh yes, she is good and done. And I'm just gonna grab my platter. Oh, and it's crusty from the good spices, and I'm gonna take this baby in. And y'all, it's gonna be meal time. I'm gonna throw together some potato salad. I made grill, spring some corn and some asparagus back out here on the grill. And this bird looks beautiful. Got a great outer crust. I know it's gonna be super tender and juicy on the inside. Until next time, you guys continue to follow me on all my social media outlets at Pat Neely BBQ King, and tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Pat Neely the Barbecue King, for more of these delicious recipes. Y'all have a good one.